Every week, a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. Active Live. Yeah.
Kia ora koutou, Active whānau, and welcome to Active Live. My name is Tasha, and we are joined by the incredible Bad Hagrid. Hello!
Hello!
How are you all going today?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, wonderful. We've got a beautiful view out the window right now, so things couldn't be better, really.
Exactly. Get to see the beautiful seas of Te Whanganui-a-Tara.
Lovely.
So, do you want to give a quick introduction to all of our listeners at home of who you all are, what you play?
Well, my name's Bad Hagrid. This guy over here.
Hello. Not that you can see us, but, you know.
Nah, we got a Facebook stream.
True.
So we've got Bad Hagrid over here.
Kia ora.
We've got Bad Hagrid behind me, looking lovely. We've got...
Hey, I'm Had Bagrid.
Oh no.
We have one job.
One job.
I goofed it up.
Goofed it up. So I'm sure, as you know, we have Bad Hagrid in the studio, and we actually hear that today's performance kicks off your North Island tour.
Yes,
That's
it does.
that's a very
Can
exciting
confirm.
thing. We're very privileged to help you start the tour.
Yeah, I'm fizzing. I mean, been waiting all year for this. It's been like...
Yeah. So the tour is to celebrate your debut album, Bad Hagrid and the Planet of the Androgenites. And that was actually released during the first New Zealand lockdown.
That was tough.
Yeah. How's it been, like, navigating local touring in a COVID world?
Pretty rough.
Not
I think
easiest.
everyone knows that. It's been pretty impossible to get yourself a gig. Places are booked until 2022, 2030, into the future. Robots are controlling the world, and we still can't get a gig at Valhalla. You know, it's that sort of thing.
AI takes over.
Yeah,
It's tough.
classic.
Mm.
But we've pulled through. We've got like a real cool North Island tour. What are all the places we're going to?
So we're popping around the place. To be fair, this is kicking off our tour as the online event. And then we've got 2 Wellington shows coming up. We've got a Wanganui show, pop over to Napier. And we've got Tauranga, and then we go to Hamilton, Auckland, and then drive on back home.
Dunzo.
Yeah,
That's a pretty big tour.
lots of people to meet.
Yeah, definitely. But this isn't going to be the first time you've performed Planet of the Androgenites, because you've been gigging all throughout Level 2. How was that and the audiences during that time?
Level 2 was pretty tough. Seated shows was that was a rough one.
They're
but,
difficult, but I will say the people who did come to the seated gigs were going for it. Like they're rocking, playing musical chairs as hard as they can.
Yeah, people sit up their chairs like as if it's a normal stage. You've got like the mosh pit in the front where the chairs are breaking legs, and then you've got people in the back. They're just like chilling out with their pints or whatever. They're just enjoying the place. But
Can only cram so many plastic chairs into Valhalla. So.
Oh, at least they were plastic. I was about to ask, did anybody get any splinters from chairs breaking?
I
when
have,
they were going
I
so
have,
hard?
I have been out the back of Valhalla just to take a quick seat and have a smoke. And what do I find? But a nail up my
Oh
behind.
no!
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bit of a pain.
Yeah,
There
but
you go.
you know, it's memorable. You never forget it.
No,
get your tetanus shots, kids.
get your tetanus shots. All right. Well, since you are starting off the tour, your North Island tour, how about we give the radioactive audience a little bit of a taste of what Bad Hagrid is like live?
Let's
Cool.
do it.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
What are
Let's
you
go.
going to be playing?
This song is not on the album. It's a nice little song. Hopefully, we'll be able to release it for you soon. But this song is called "The Shape of Dirt."
Ooh.
The globe is something new to me. Where I'm from, the world bends and moves with ease. The baker's friends all live within the moving planet with a crust so thin. There's a space beneath, a space above. There's a space beneath, a space above. A home to live, a home to love. This place is so majestical. The thought of it is almost biblical. The sea, it floats just like your sky. You cast your rod up and high. Oh, cloud-covered dints and teeming with light. Oh, cloud-covered dints and teeming with light. We dive up into our sky. This place is so majestical. The thought of it is almost biblical. But the land is simply harsh and sweet, like the characters on your path. They are thin, they are high, and some of us are slow. They are thin and they are high, some of us are slow. A house to live, a house to go. The globe is something new to me. Where I'm from, the world bends and moves with ease. But the baby's friends all live within a moving planet with a crust so thin. There's a space beneath and a space above. There's a space beneath and a space above. A home to live, a home to love.
The Shape of Dirt by Bad Hagrid, live on radioactive.fm. How good was that? So how about we talk about some of your more recent releases? Since the lockdown release of Planet of the Androgenites, you've also released 2 largely different versions of the track featured on the album. So that was the Kaitoki and the Slow and Reverb.
Yep.
Yeah, what were the intentions behind doing 2 quite different versions of existing tracks? Because they're beautiful, the remixes, I guess you could call them.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. They were mostly out of fun, I guess. And the acoustic version of The Fisherman was recorded with Ruben at Kereru Productions. As sort of his concept, his baby, his idea was to do these sort of go out into the bush, only take what you can carry, and we'll record a session of a song. And so we were like, yeah, let's do that. And then
Whereabouts were we? That was fun, man. We were down by the river and
the Kaitoki in the
Babylon.
is it called a national park? At the very, very top of Upper Hutt.
Beautiful.
You keep on going past Upper Hutt, and
It
then
was
you end up
gorgeous.
in Upper Hutt, and that's where we were.
So you just mished out with
Yeah.
some of your instruments that you could carry.
We had an accordion. I
Yeah.
think Shay had an acoustic bass, and I was hitting various things. It was mine.
Yeah, good fun. Sheila came out too.
And as far as that
Cool.
slowed and reverb thing goes, I mean, it's not that deep. Come on, guys. It's really you've never seen one of those YouTube videos. It's just like
That's why I was wanting to
Tentacion,
ask.
slowed and reverbed. It's that. It sounds.
It's like the whole like Tame Impala thing. Like,
The saddest
it's a
thing,
big thing.
is that remix is better than the original song. I'm sorry, I have to say it.
The
I enjoy it
Mumble
more.
and Stumble version is so much better than what we could actually play.
We can't
It's
tune that low
really
yet.
interesting because
Yeah.
more mainstream artists. I'm the only one that's coming to my head right now is Troye Sivan. But more and more artists seem to be doing is slowed and reverbed version of their tracks just because of how popular they are on YouTube.
Yeah, it kind of came out as like it started off as like the underground, like illegally grab that guy's song and mix it like into this
'Cause
slow
you
to
can't
reverb
get
sort of
copyright striked if you slow it down.
Yeah, that's it.
Chuck some
True.
reverb on it, you're good. You're
Yeah,
away.
and then
Sounds pretty good.
we were kind of just mucking around with our songs, and we were like, oh, what if? And we're like,
And just did it.
oh, that actually sounds nice. Oh, that actually kind of sounds better. And we were like, what do we do with it? Oh, we release it.
We'll release it. Yeah, we'll put it out into the world. So not only have you done 2 different versions of tracks off Planet of the Androgenites. You also have vinyl. Woo! What
That was
made
big time coming.
What made you choose to do a vinyl release along with a digital one?
Why not? It was like, honestly, it sounds. Like
We're a very self-serving band. We're terrible people, and we just wanted LPs.
we just
Really.
wanted them.
They're gorgeous as well. I don't know
need them.
the artwork.
The artwork's
Gwill.
From Gwill.
He's a
Gwill.
graffiti artist. He's amazing.
Incredible.
And we were just
incredible
like
stuff.
sent him a sort of brief, and he was like, "Could do that."
Yeah, the cover art.
And then just sent it back, and we're like, "Whoa!"
Just it has a whole bunch, like a slew of the characters, because there are lots of character-based songs in the album, The Planet of the Androgenites, and the cover is sort of just like a mishmash of all these characters. Is really, really beautiful.
It looks like it could be its own cartoon world.
Yep.
That for listening to Planet of the Androgenites, it's quite a realized idea. Like, it's very full. There's no kind of gaps. The narrative is there. So it's yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I want to
yeah.
talk about that a little bit
Flippin'
later
A.
because I think that's really interesting about the narratives, but we'll follow on to there. But where was the vinyl pressed? Was it a local pressing or overseas?
No, so when we first looked at pressing, there was only the one place in New Zealand to get them pressed, and so we're like, we could do that. But I think they were on like a point of like kind of just starting up when we were first looking into it, and we're like, like they're not quite like there yet again, so they're sort of like sort of prepping themselves, sorts of things. So the prices were a little bit different. They were a little bit hard to make it real for us.
Yeah.
And so we asked around, got a few quotes and things, and we ended up with Pirates Press in the States,
Cool.
and we just sent it all to them, and they were like, "That's cool." Pressed it and sent it back.
Send it back. Boomeranged the vinyls back.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where can people get their hands on the vinyl
These are the
edition?
important questions.
The important
Yes,
question.
Exactly. Where can you get it?
We are currently, so you can get it on our Bandcamp. Just go onto the album, the Bad Hagrid and the Planet of the Androgenites. Then you scroll down the bottom, and there's a nice little vinyl tab where you can click on that. You can get those things. They've also been released to stores today.
Oh,
So they'll start popping up all over the place.
that's so exciting.
Just check our Facebook page, and we'll keep you in the loop on who's got what and where you can get that from, and we'll keep on pushing it to get it out as close to as possible.
Wherever people sell good records, that's where it'll be, I think.
Yeah.
Does it sound right? I think
Yeah,
that sounds right.
that sounds right.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds right.
And all good stores.
And all good stores are
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
have
Is that what
this
they say?
vinyl. All right.
That's the slogan.
All good radio stations play Bad Hagrid, so should we hear another live track?
Yes.
Yeah, another one.
Oh, yeah, okay, we can do that.
That's our only
It's
song.
almost like we've prepared for this.
Yeah.
Right, this next song is called The Liger and The Fisherman, and from the album, which you can now purchase as a vinyl. And
Online as
He's
well.
getting good at this, sorry.
I honestly, in front
He's
of the
a
mirror,
professional.
we practice this stuff. I mean, we'll get to professional soon. But yeah, The Liger and The Fisherman.
The liger met the fisherman. Singing down by the bay. An unlikely friendship. But who am I to say? The liger saw the fisherman. She stood behind nervously. And approached mid-song. She gained a response deserving. and the fisherman. The second is the beast, while the baker bakes their feast. The liger and the fisherman. They became the greatest friends. And their bond was forever strong. Oh, that liger and that fisherman. Made true friends birdsong. Oh, the liger and the fisherman. The second is the beast, while the baker bakes their feast. Oh, the liger and the fisherman.
So radioactive listeners will be quite familiar with The Liger and the Fisherman because we've played it heaps here on 88.6 FM. We love that track. It's so good. And we were talking about before how there's characters in Planet of the Androgenites, and you're talking about The Liger and the Fisherman. So this album is a full universe. Do you think any future releases are going to kind of feature this type of like world building and like kind of narrative?
You're looking at me. Yes. The answer is yes. And we've already written some songs that already kind of tie into this universe. For us, it's just fun to be able to write songs metaphorically.
I feel like an author sometimes. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like you're just kind of
Ooh.
like constructing this universe, and like obviously makes more sense in my head. It makes more sense in my head than maybe out of my head to everyone else. But I mean, like,
Liger and the Fisherman is really about two people who, at their core, are very, very different, but still find a way to
become friends.
and get along. And
They become friends.
yeah,
That's
Moral
really
of the story.
wonderful.
It's about friendship.
It's
It's
about
about
friendship.
Yeah.
Yay.
What's the kind of, obviously song to song it will differ, but what's the kind of stock standard practice of creating a bad Hagrid track?
It definitely varies quite a lot.
Yes.
It's very, very drastic. We can go like one way where someone's like, I have an entire song finished, and we go, cool. Okay. And then sometimes someone comes to the table with like, I've got 2 notes. And we're like,
Sometimes those are the best
I like
songs.
those.
though.
Yeah,
How many-
yeah,
How many
yeah.
notes do you really need?
to be
Let's
fair, this
honest.
song, The Liger and the Fisherman, that song we just played there is like, yeah,
3 chords.
3 chords.
Don't
and
get too
that-
crazy.
Entire, The entire thing is just,
Mostly jamming.
yeah.
Jamming out a riff. I think that whole first album is all sort of riffs that would come up on the spot when we had a really nice practice space, and
Yeah.
that's how that all came together. And then we're like, how do we mishmash all these different songs together and line them up throughout the album? And then there's a couple little filler, like auxiliary pieces on that album that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
act as transitional
Third characters.
pieces. Yeah.
There's almost like a narration between at least the two sides of the album.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Did you want to have almost like a narrator voice to like make the universe feel more like kind of visceral, like real? Or was that the narrator kind of more of just a transitional thing out of ease?
I guess when I was the lyrics that I wrote, and when I was writing them, I think I went through the like. We sort of had these group of people or characters, and then we decided to build around them. So it's kind of like a mixture of a lot of ways of talking about these characters, and sometimes we're like very personal, and we're like, these guys are different, but they're friends. And then sometimes in the album, we're like, and this is what the universe sounds like, and
That's part of the universe. The
yeah,
narration.
it's all sort of, it all kind of comes together through a narration, I guess.
True. A lot of it is
Yeah.
like us interpreting TP's crazy brain.
No word of a
Coming-
lie.
Yeah, well, the whole
this lyric-
universe
Yeah.
essentially spawned from a dream
A dream.
TP had.
Wow.
Well, like
Sure.
this song came from a dream, and then we as a group expanded that dream into more dreams, and then a collective dream.
Yeah.
Come along, join my
We
dream.
pretty
All
much
the
did-
dreams. If you
Yeah.
listen to Bad Hagrid, you join in on each member of Bad Hagrid. Streams.
See.
Listening to your music, it feels like a huge swirl of genres, and it's gorgeous to listen to. But how would you concisely sum up your sound if you can?
I'm just gonna pass this off to Bad Hagrid.
Oh, gee. Okay.
Bad Hagrid
Well,
on the
we're
drums.
all called Bad Hagrid, so it could be any one of us. Can you repeat that question, please?
Psychedelic, psych.
Yeah, psychedelic. I don't know. TP is a bluesy blues reggae band, and that comes into everything we do, which can piss, get on my nerves sometimes. But I still love them anyway.
That's the
dreadlocks
best
and
place
all.
to be, is on the nerves.
Anyway, I like everything. I like punk and electronic music and all that sort of stuff. Finn is into like sort of all sorts of stuff, game design music.
Ooh.
I'm a big nerd.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Best way to be.
Yep. And Shay,
Mr. Seamus.
Mr. Seamus,
Mr.
Mr.
Jazz Man.
Jazz School. He's the one of us who actually knows what he's doing.
He's the one that comes in and
most of
goes,
the time.
he goes, actually, what you're playing does not actually make sense.
That does not align with the Dorian mode.
So you all kind of bringing in different genres and different like educations and stuff behind like in training in music. So it's like this big melting pot of
Amalgamation.
amalgamation.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Sounds made up to me.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
so
Got
is,
my dad.
so
I
is Bad
studied
Hagrid.
music, not English. I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, should we give these listeners another track?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Which one are we going to do?
Ooh, we have another song
Yeah.
that is unreleased. This song was written by Bad Hagrid over here.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm Bad Hagrid.
So I'll let him introduce the song.
Yeah, speaking of mixing up genres, we're about to go for quite a drastic shift of tone. Yeah, the song is essentially about your typical crazy conspiracy man you meet on the streets
Wow.
Or on Facebook or,
or on Facebook.
anywhere, really.
Or could be your aunt, could be anyone.
Auntie
It
Karen.
could be you.
Yeah, I've got one of those aunties.
Auntie Karen's all right.
Uncle, siblings.
Take it away.
Yeah,
myself.
take it away, TP.
Haggy sat around a fire. We sat down on a bay. After lighting one ciggy and surfing all day, a wee stranger approached him and started to say,
Out of the
the birds, those tiny robot spies, sitting in treetops, always watching with their robot eyes. How can the earth be curved? Let's look at the skies. They got microchips inside our brains, and they're controlling us with 5D waves. It says I'm insane, but I'm not the one who's being enslaved. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Maybe there's no androids. Maybe I should stop believing everything I read. Maybe there's no aliens, no government surveillance. Or maybe that's exactly what they want me to believe. We're in a simulation, the world is all a lie. The reptiles watch us on a screen controlling all our lives. We're in a simulation and the world is all a lie. It might sound crazy, but I saw it on Facebook. Well, they've got microchips inside our brains, and they're controlling us with 5D waves. Everyone out there says I'm insane, but I'm not the one being enslaved.
Shaka.
Oh my.
Kowabunga, dude.
It's an absolute cowabunga, dude. Name of the track, but wow. That was so good. I can't wait till that's released.
Thank you so much.
Release it now.
Release it now.
That'd be a fun song to play like 40 times louder.
Yeah. And you can, because what's happening on November the 4th?
Oh, November the 4th for all our Wellington listeners and from around the lands. November the 4th, we'll be playing at Meow.
Yeah.
We've got Kingfish and siblings playing with us. It's going to be a lovely little dance festival. When I say festival, I mean as in like a single show. It's going to be festive as opposed to a big festival.
I understand. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
We got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
For listeners at home, I hope you got it. But yeah, we're going to be playing at Meow, and that's going to be a good time. Here's some new tunes. We've got these tunes that we're all playing today. Maybe some more tunes that we haven't played today.
Maybe I'll remember my lyrics next time.
Oh, hey, nobody knows.
Optional.
Nobody knows unless you tell them.
You outed yourself then, man.
There was a whole section where I was going, nah, 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 nah. They probably
I
noticed
thought that was the
something.
lyrics.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good lyric.
yeah, rewind, yeah.
Na 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 na. There you
na,
go. You
na,
got it
na,
done.
na,
Na 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 na.
Yeah, we're going to get copyrighted for that.
We got a ghostwriter in for that one.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. So the tour starts in November. Where can people get tickets for the tour?
So scattered around the place for the majority of the tour, excluding Tauranga and Wellington. They're on Under the Radar. And then for the Wellington one, we've got Eventbrite, and then we have the Jam Factory and Tauranga have their own ticket system. So, I mean, if you want to come along...
Yeah, to Whanganui Atato listeners,
Yes,
if
they
you
are.
want to see Bad Hagrid live, please head along to Eventbrite or check out their Facebook page. And speaking of socials, plug your socials. Where can people keep up with you?
Follow us on TikTok.
Wow.
Are you guys not on the
Speak
Bad
for your-
Hagrid TikTok?
Speak for yourself.
We have a what? We have to
A
talk
what?
after this.
No, what are our socials?
So we have the usuals. We have a nice cheeky Facebook, self-titled Facebook, Bad Hagrid. We have a Instagram page, self-titled Bad Hagrid Instagram. We
And
also
is the Bandcamp the same as well? Can you just type in Bad Hagrid?
you type in Bad Hagrid on Bandcamp,
And then you can buy yourself one of those beautiful records that we just talked about.
Exactly.
I wish I had one around.
Even if you don't have a record player, just buy it for the art. Put it on your wall. We don't care.
Absolutely.
100%. The artwork is just
Make sure you go buy Bad Hagrid stuff off of Bandcamp so you can learn all of the lyrics before November the 4th.
See.
Exactly. So, also shout out to New Zealand On Air, because we can't do Active Live without their help.
We love you, New
and we
Zealand On
can't
Air.
get amazing artists like you guys in.
thanks New Zealand on here.
Got one more track before we take it off to the drive with Beck?
We can do that.
All right, you've been
yeah,
tuned
yeah.
into Radioactive.fm. My name is Tash. This is Bad Hagrid. Active Live is every Friday at 3:30 p.m. Take it away.
Lovely. This song is called Mumble and Stumble, and it's about how I can't speak very well.
My voice sounds different in my head. It's clearer than polished glass. To others, it's dirt and mud combined. My melodic voice is more recognizable than my speaker, more bass than sweeter. I mumble and stumble around different sentences with which I struggle while I have many voices. I love all. Sometimes I hear my voice through the wall. It's dead and muffled. Often it don't sound like a voice at all. It's more of a noise. Mumble and stumble round sentences with which I struggle. I mumble and stumble round sentences sounds different in my head. It's clearer than polished glass. To others, it's dirt and mud combined. My melodic voice is more recognizable than my speaker, more bass than sweeter. I mumble and stumble around different sentences with which I struggle while I have many